Today we are going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite things when it comes to sewing and DIYing my clothing, because I just think they are so versatile and they look so professional, and that is eyelets. In fact, I have a whole bunch of them hanging on my pegboard at all times right here. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so I've got all my supplies here. So I have my eyelets. I'm going to be using this piece of swim fabric to show you how to insert the eyelets, but this works for stretchy and non-stretchy fabrics. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to need eyelet pliers and either scissors or thread snips. Now, the first thing that you want to do if you are inserting eyelets into your project is you're going to want to mark with fabric chalk where you want your eyelets placed, because it's a lot easier to measure out with a ruler where you want each eyelet placed and then mark that before you go ahead and start inserting eyelets. But just for this tutorial, I'm just going to be inserting one of these eyelets right here into this scrap piece of fabric. So I'm using large 1/4 inch eyelets today, and that's what this green insert is for on the eyelet pliers, but it does come with a set that includes a blue one of these that's made for the small eyelets if you're using small ones instead, but I pretty much use the large ones for everything. So first we need to grab our 2 pieces of eyelet. So each eyelet has 2 pieces. So the front eyelet piece is the piece that's a little bit thicker on the outside edges, and then the back piece is a little bit thinner. And then if you look from the side, the front eyelet piece has a little bit longer of this back part that sticks out than the back of the eyelet. So we have a front and a back. Next up, we need to make a hole for our eyelet in the fabric, and the eyelet pliers do come with a tool that you can attach and then use to make the hole in your fabric, but I find that it works better for me to use either my thread snips or my scissors to make the holes, so that I can make the hole just large enough that it fits the eyelets, because I want it to be stretched around the eyelet rather than punch the hole that's the exact size with the pliers and then it's a little bit looser. I just like a tighter fit around the eyelet, and I feel like it just works a little better and lasts a little bit longer if you make a smaller hole with your scissors. So I'm going to be going through both layers of fabric, because generally when you insert eyelets you'll have a double layer. It'll be either near a hem or something where the fabric is folded over. And I'm just going to start by making a really tiny hole. So here's what we've got so far. And then I'm just going to slowly make the hole a little bit wider until it's wide enough that the front of the eyelet can be pressed through the hole and then come out the other side. So this hole is going to need to be made a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to cut a little bit more to either side. That looks like it might just fit. So like I said, I prefer if the fabric is able to stretch around the eyelet, and that's what we have here. Next, we can place the back of the eyelet over the front, over the back side of the front. So we have the back here and the front on this side. Then we can grab the eyelet pliers, and we're going to place the plastic part, the green part of the pliers, against the front of the eyelet, the thicker side, and the metal part against the back. Once I have it in place, then I can just go ahead and press firmly until I hear the eyelet snap into place. And there we go. That is how you insert an eyelet. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you next week.